Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we are diving into the 1982 horror slasher movie. We're not watching that movie where he powers up his wang. Pieces. I love that.
So much screaming.
That was
loud.
Wow.
I just want to say this up front. It's Lindsay's fault that all the clips are loud because she came in like the voice of God and destroyed AJ and I's ears.
That's true.
When she reconfigured her microphone, and then I adjusted her volume down, and then I had to adjust everyone else's down, and now we are really quiet compared to everything, and I'll have to fix it for next time.
It's all those not Canadian. Where the fuck were you going?
I was in Canada.
Colorado. It's all those Colorado drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's that air. It's the altitude, right? Yeah.
So that's why. So prepare your ear holes.
All I heard was, "I have excuses."
Wow.
I thought this was a professional show.
I've never once said that. I stick by that.
Never claimed that.
All right, we are back. It is the week of Thanksgiving. We are watching Pieces. It is from 1982. It is one I've been looking forward to for a long time.
To be thankful for, Chris.
Something to be thankful for. We have a full crew again tonight. Lindsay is back. Welcome back, Lindsay.
Did you watch Witchcraft 4?
Not yet.
Son of a bitch.
I got some days off this week. I'm saving it for that. Then I will know why when I popped into the podcast, you guys were talking about Julie Strain's butthole.
When you're prepping your turkey and you're getting ready to put the stuffing in, just throw on Witchcraft 4.
Well, I anxiously await your email saying you're quitting the podcast.
I
said it, but Chris keeps rejecting it.
Yeah, it doesn't count for coming, yo.
I will accept your resignation. What happens if they don't accept your resignation?
I guess you just have to keep working there. I don't know.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've resigned. I guess that's the same thing as quitting, right? That is quitting, technically.
Yeah, you're becoming an expert at it.
What does that mean? Wow. Wow, that was mean.
Wow. That was pretty brutal.
That was really mean. And that cut a little
you crossed the line, AJ.
You crossed the fucking line.
Too much?
We need a new cinematographer.
Ouch.
Speaking of that, we're almost halfway through the crowdfunding campaign, and we are over 55% funded.
Right.
With 117 or 118 contributors, but we need more. We need more. You out there, listeners, there is a special running on that crowdfunding campaign at maketransient.com for Bad Movie Night listeners. They get you access to all the Patreon content and a copy of the movie we're making. You're supporting the movie, you're supporting the show. You can do this once, and then you're in the game, whatever that means. Which I do want to say, I know Lino and I think another person have signed up for that perk, and so I have to reach out to those two because they get to put a movie on the Patreon wheel.
Ooh. What a perk!
What a perk, Spiv. So go to maketransient.com and make all your wildest dreams come true. I believe.
If you pay him enough, Chris will do anything.
That is 100% true as well. So, that's it for all that. We've made it through the banter. It's now time to get in and talk about a little movie called Pieces. So, AJ, Spiv, did you have a comment? You seem like you have a comment.
Yeah, it's good to know that we filled our banter quota.
Man, you are so much like Steve Jobs right now. It's not even funny. how much of a dick.
Now,
no, I'm just kidding.
now, what would I tell you if you could fit 1,000 movies in your pocket?
I would say you have big pockets, son. AJ, what is Pieces about?
A child is traumatized and driven to
I
murder
wanna
his mother.
find my porn puzzle, Mom.
A jigsaw puzzle may hold a key to this co-ed mystery. A
That's it.
chainsaw
I'm going
wielding
to work at a
maniac
college.
is loose on campus. Who will be the next victim?
Everyone.
Find out in the 1982.
Don't want to die? Just keep your clothes on.
Is it Italian or Spanish?
It's Spanish.
I thought it was Spanish. Spanish horror classic.
Is it an Italian director? I don't know.
They filmed it in Spain.
Rated R.
Rated R for boobies.
AJ, that was fantastic, AJ. That was really good. And I loved every second of it. And these people just don't appreciate you like I do. I'll just say that right now. So I know sometimes I'm hard on you, but that's
Chris,
because
I'm going to go out on a limb
it's
here and
tough
say
love.
that we do love AJ. We do appreciate him. And thank you. Thank you, AJ.
You're a fucking asshole.
I'm in a mood today.
No, you're cool. All right, guys, that was good. It's time to move on. Do a little history hole. Get a little context for the movie and the year it was released. So prepare those
Holes.
Of
I hope you're getting ready to sing happy birthday to me.
Is it your birthday?
1982 is my birth year.
Oh my
For
god.
fuck. We don't do birth
No,
years.
is it
Yeah,
your
what?
fucking
Happy
birthday or
birth
not?
year to
1982.
you. No, it
Just
doesn't work
because you
that way.
dress like Steve Jobs doesn't mean you're important like him. God damn it. All right, here we go. History hole.
For Aaron's History Hole.
Cool. Well, OBS is being a dick, so I'm just going to talk here for a few minutes and you can stare at my stupid face.
How dare that free software not work?
Ah!
Nobody likes that. Sorry.
But AJ said
No
it's so
offense.
smooth from all the smoothing.
Yeah, that was a little pixelated there.
Little
very
pixelated. That's actually
yeah.
just what I look like in person. Ask Chris. All right, pieces.
Ask Chris?
What?
Did you
What?
say ask Chris? You just didn't enunciate the K in the end of that. It
I'm
was just
tired. I
ask
don't
Chris.
care. I'm just talking now. Pieces, aka Chainsaw Bastard.
Ooh.
That's a pretty cool title. That's actually my new band name.
That's the video game name for the movie.
She just keeps
So
going too.
Turn
loud.
that volume down.
Hold on. Wait.
You have
Our poor
No,
listeners
play
are
the
going
whole
to be deaf.
scene.
No, okay, hold on. Wait. All right, that's all of
for
them.
like 3 minutes. It's like somebody practicing in front of a mirror for their role that they're yeah. Okay, so this movie had a budget of $300,000 and grossed a little over $2 million worldwide. It's pretty good. Pretty good for a
Yeah.
little chainsaw flick from 1982. Speaking of 1982, this little film was released in August 23rd, 1982, and later in September 23rd, 1983 in the States. So some movies from August 1982, we have Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Oh,
3D.
okay.
That's the one where he gets his mask.
Triple D.
Okay.
Wow, Aaron. Inappropriate
Yeah.
comment on a show
Right.
like this.
I'm not the one
What
who said
the
it.
fuck, dude? Oh my god.
Oh.
Who said it?
Wasn't me.
The person that deserves an X. I don't know. An officer and a gentleman.
Gaslighting. That's what this is.
You know what
I've
this
never
is,
seen
Chris?
an officer and a gentleman.
You know what? You're making me feel like the Beastmaster.
Your stand-up routine.
I need a goddamn vacation. All right, writer and director for this film was Juan Piquer Simón, who also wrote this film and kind of wrote and directed two other films we've covered before that we really liked. The Rift, that submarine Arlie Hammer,
Yeah, that was fun.
fantastic fun movie, and Slugs. Yes.
Yeah, I
that
remember
was good
Slugs.
too. Slugs is good.
Slugs.
Slugs is good.
Yes.
Slugs is
A lot of good slug action.
You like a little bit of slug action. Yes. Who doesn't like a slug on slug fest? All right. Our writers, additional writers for this, so gooey. Writers for this film. Well lubricated. We have Dick Randall with 14 credits. That was not intentional.
What was that one,
My name
Sean?
is
Or what was it,
Randall.
Mike? Was it Michael who posted that one yesterday? Where it was like, oh, what was that? Turd? What the hell was that guy's
Turd
name?
Ferguson?
No, it was even better. I forget what he said it was. Peter Turdsack.
Oh, that's like Lieutenant Balsack on Home Alone.
So
Oh my god.
Balsick. All right, so this guy, Dick Randall, had 14 credits. He wrote the most notably the erotic Adventures of Robinson Crusoe
Interesting.
that sounds interesting.
and a bunch of
actually.
other trashy films like that. So might want to check that out. We also have
do you
Roberto.
Like, I think a Robinson Crusoe adventure would eventually turn erotic. Because, like,
I want
what are you
like
gonna do in a
6
desert
Leagues
island?
Under the
My
Sea.
Man
erotic.
Friday. And My Man Saturday. And My Man Sunday.
This is fucking
This
weird.
is working
All right.
for you, Lindsay.
This
I have
is
no
the
idea what
worst
he's
route.
saying.
She's like,
I don't
I'm
even get
laughing
it.
because I'm
It's the
scared.
worst episode.
She's sitting
He's
next
saying
to
he
me.
would have sex with the guy every day of
Yes.
the week, not
Yes,
just
that's exactly-
Friday.
Right.
Oh, it was a thinking.
Do you know
man's
there's a
one. He
guy
says
in
it's
Robinson
Steve
Crusoe?
Jobs
His
and-
name is Friday.
Friday?
See,
No, I
Lindsay,
did
they
not
don't.
know.
They're not
Wait,
educated.
The
like
guy's
us.
name is not Robinson Crusoe.
Not everybody can
He
have a
is.
degree in
His-
flutology.
Like
It's
the Tonto to
trombonology,
his
Bonerology.
whatever the guy's name is.
The writer,
Yeah, you know, Rebecca gets it.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like she gets it. She's
Did we
like,
just
yeah,
do
that, you know, the thing. Yeah.
Oh, what, was there a guy in it? Is it the guy?
That guy. Yeah, you know, the one.
Can we?
His
do
name
we
was
just wanna-
Crusoe.
Do we want to wrap? Do we just want to wrap
Yes,
this episode?
I'm trying to
up?
go.
I
Robert,
think it's
Roberto
time to
Lola, who has 2 writing
Oh,
credits,
God.
also for the Tales of Canterbury. Our cinematographer is Juan Marine, who did The Rift.
Classic.
We have one movie to check out from our writer and director, Juan Piquer, Simón. It's called Le Manchan de los Caturo from 1992. A group of drug-dealing petty criminals fleeing from the police take a magician and his daughter hostage, but once they reach his mansion, all hell breaks loose.
You don't
Oh,
take
no.
magicians hostage.
No.
Oh.
That's all for your history hole. Did Aaron take his insulin? I don't need no fucking insulin.
This is the fucking.
I need the
history
opposite of
hall.
insulin.
He needs crack.
I need something to take the rage
You
away.
need some downers, man.
Get this man some crack. Okay, Aaron. That was.
That was something.
That was.
Well, the
something.
rabbit hole ain't gonna be much better, I'm sure.
Oh my god, the quality level.
Hop out of this hole and into the next.
Dropping.
All right, we're gonna go now to Lindsay's rabbit hole. Here we go.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge with more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day net bender. Here's your host, Lindsay Washburn.
Okay.
Okie doke. Here's our movie, Pieces. But I found this other poster that I think is even cooler.
Oh
Ooh,
man, that is
cool.
cool.
That's like
I
a
like
fan
that poster.
poster.
Yeah, it does. It's
That's awesome.
it's
that would
very
make a
well
cool
done
t-shirt.
though.
There's a lot of
Yeah, it
boobs.
would.
Other than the boobs.
Is there boobs?
There's no
there-
nipples
Yeah.
on them.
There's no nips, so don't count.
That's
Yeah.
worse.
Doesn't count.
It's okay for social media.
This doesn't count.
I mean, technically, if a goiter, like it's just a goiter, then.
A little bit.
No, that's not. Yeah,
I don't
no,
think
let's
that's
not
how it
entertain
works.
this conversation. Let's just keep going. Sorry,
All right,
Lindsay.
fair enough. Lindsay
Okay.
agreed. No, I'm just saying. It's one and one
So
for me.
there wasn't a lot to branch off of this movie, so I decided to look at some other films that have pieces in the title and go from there. So we've got 5 Easy Pieces with Jack
What?
Nicholson from 1970, also starring Karen Black.
What's going on with that bottom part of the picture there? He's all like,
He's like, I'm gonna squish you.
yeah. Are they like
I'm
being
not sure.
stampeded or something? What's going on there?
But I love the little pull quote. It says, "Keep on telling me about the good life, Elton, because it makes me want to puke."
That's a shitty poster, isn't it?
It is. And
Yeah.
then we've got Pieces of April,
Oh,
a movie
man.
nobody remembers.
I remember that
in-
So what's her
cover.
face from Tom
2003.
Cruise?
Mhm.
Is
No,
it
from
Katie
Dawson's
Katie
Creek. Yeah.
Holmes.
What's her face from
does kinda
Tom
look like her.
Cruise?
Oh god.
It looks
That's how
like-
we're gonna refer to her.
Oliver Platt, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And I'm not
You guys
sure.
like Oliver Platt?
He's funny in
He's a
some
good
stuff.
actor, but
He
I don't
is.
necessarily
He's
like
always
him.
the same.
Is he the
It's
guy
kinda
in the
dick.
lower left there?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the guy on the bottom
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, he always
But this
plays
is
himself.
this is a very early 2000s movie, very much so.
Looks very edgy.
Add us to the wheel.
I dyed
And
my
we've
hair
got,
red.
I think this is a Pieces ripoff, Bits and Pieces, that came out in 1985 because
That's
the
a reciprocating
synopsis.
saw, not a chainsaw.
Yes.
Totally different.
And the
Sawzall's the way to
synopsis
go.
was something about a boy with mommy issues starts to kill people. So I think it's a Pieces ripoff, which
Yes.
could be interesting. But I didn't recognize any of the
It's
names
on YouTube.
associated with it. Then we've got Piece of Cake
Aww.
from 2009. I think this is a German film, but it seems to be a mixture of like Gnomes and Ratatouille, where they help this pastry chef or baker.
Sounds amazing.
Is it claymation? I can't tell because of the.
I think, yeah, it's a very
it's probably just
shitty
computer.
JPEG, but this was the only one I could find. But the story is like, you know, the shoemaker and the elves, you know, they would come out at night and help them. Well, evidently they've been banished from helping people for 200 years. And now they came back and they're going to help this baker. But that was about all I could find out
It'd be
about
cool
it.
if they came back and started murdering.
That would be amazing. Just evil gnomes. And then this girl, Yella Hassi, I don't know, she's German. She does the voice of one of them. And she's been in some weird stuff. And I don't know if it's weird because it's weird or it's weird because it's German.
German.
She was in this movie that's called Suck Me Shakespeare. And I did not spell it wrong. That's how they spell it. Peer. And this came out in 2013. And I tried to
On Amazon.
it's on Amazon. Because it's like the title on the poster is like "fuck you go." I don't know. I tried to do some
Goethe,
Google
yeah.
translation on this stuff, and,
Yeah.
and nothing came back.
Back.
Huh.
That
You
would be
go-
the equivalent for Shakespeare in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
And then she was also in the sequel,
Whoa. Is that a tribal tattoo?
Right?
Fuck.
September.
and I don't know what
Kino.
class and fart means.
I think you can guess.
It means
Yeah.
classy.
Hashtag
It does
fuck
mean
you too.
classy. Class and fart means classy.
Is it Russian? Not German?
I don't know. I think it's German or Swedish.
It's German. It's all
Is it
German?
German?
on there,
Okay.
yeah.
But
Well, that it says it's Russian. Google says it's Russian.
really,
Oh,
What?
posters
What
all
is
German.
wrong?
Suck me
I think Google
Shakespeare.
Translate
I mean,
kind
what?
of sucks sometimes.
Wow.
Not as bad
How
as
can you say that when
Shakespeare.
Steve Jobs is here right now?
But that's the rabbit hole. So,
I hope you're all using Safari.
Bits and Pieces sounds cool, and it
yeah,
looks awful.
yeah, it
I
does.
wanna
I think
watch
it's
this.
it's kind of a ripoff, but it looks like it's got some good gore in it or something like that. So,
the full movie is on YouTube as well. So
is it?
Yeah.
I
So
know
I'm
a
gonna
ripoff.
save that one for a rainy day. Thank you, Lindsay. That was great. I do have another Miranda promo, but I think it's really long.
It's okay.
It's like 2 minutes.
That's what
Am I-
she said.
All right, I'll just do it anyways.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to sit through this shit.
Yeah, let's do
Enjoy.
it.
Okay. It's gonna be loud.
Have we got those donuts? I ran a marathon out there
Why'd you run a marathon?
because I'm a unicorn.
Obviously. You mean have we reached the goal and
Yeah.
therefore are getting the duck donuts?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's check. We're going to go to maketransient.com and see what we're at. Uh-oh. We're at about 40% of our goal.
So still no donuts.
Still no duck donuts. But I'm positive we'll get there, Miranda. I mean, unicorn.
Yeah.
I mean, can't you just use your magical fairy unicorn dust to make us reach our goal?
I tried, but there's no fluke in the universe. I'm just your daughter.
Oh! Okay, I thought you were a unicorn. So when that really loud sound and that really bad smell came out of you, that wasn't a unicorn dusting?
I'm just joking. I am a unicorn.
Alright, this has got twists and turns all over the place. What do you think people should do so we can get those donuts?
Get more people. But how? maybe we say, come on, people. My dad needs something in the universe. Why can't we just do 2 things to get us there? To the donut universe.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So get us to that donut universe. Go to maketransient.com and check out the movie, and then consider contributing so that the unicorn can get her donuts.
Yeah, you don't want me to be upset.
All right.
I'll check in
I'm sure you will.
later
I'm sure you will.
and see. I want those donuts.
Okay. All right. Goodbye.
I want one
Wants
thing
her
out of the
donuts.
universe.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
like this when
because-
she's angry.
I want the donuts.
All right, guys. So pieces is what we're here to discuss
We're here
tonight.
to pick up the pieces.
Picking up the pieces. AJ, what did you think of Pieces?
It was good. I mean, it was a little too good, frankly, probably for the podcast. It was pretty legit. Felt very Italian. Had some of those giallo moments mixed in with a slasher. Violence was really high. Special effects were amazing. All around a pretty good movie for the podcast. Should be fun to talk about.
Big fan.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're always so self-contradicting.
Rebecca.
I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was ridiculous, but in a good way. The characters were odd. I still don't understand why the big man on campus becomes the impromptu police officer, but he went for it. But yeah, I liked it.
Aaron.
I don't normally like slashers. You know this. I'm very not much a big fan of slashers, though we've found a couple good ones over the years doing this show. But this one was just entertaining. Like it doesn't do anything new or maybe even really all that unique. It's pretty simple. It's kind of dumb, but it's just fun. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love some chainsaw action? And the special effects were, fairly cheap. Like in one scene, you could literally cuts to him like missing the person, and then the next scene it's like right through their face as it cuts. Like
With the knife, yeah.
some of it's done not that well, but it was pretty fun. I liked it. Actually,
Spiff.
I hated it.
Oh, God, okay.
I'm AJ.
Go take your insulin, Aaron. Did
I
you
did
say my
call
name?
on you.
Chris?
I did. Say,
Aaron was
when no one was
talking over
around
you,
you, I
so
said,
it's-
"Hey, baby, I love you."
I know. This
So
movie.
Rebecca got that.
I think the tagline, it is what you think it is. Yeah, it was extremely predictable and bloody slasher movie. I don't know. It's a little too much exploitation for my tastes. But
You're the biggest pervert on the show.
Exactly.
That's your character.
So much contradiction going on right now. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I don't know.
What happened to you guys?
I'm in a mood, man. I'm in a mood.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was, I don't know. It didn't do much for me. And I knew it was the dean like the whole time, so that didn't help.
It was?
What?
Oh,
I thought it was
oh.
the gardener.
Whoa,
Or the
Giving
anatomy
it
professor.
away.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Or the nerdy guy who gets
Whoa.
all the chicks. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Yeah, truly.
Damn nerdy guy.
Lindsay, what'd you think?
I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun. All the kills were very fun. That was what kept me going because I didn't care about all the other stuff. The scenes in between where they're playing tennis and shit. I don't care.
You didn't like the parade music coming on after the tennis match?
Oh, that was so good.
I mean, the only reason I like those scenes is just the clothes they were wearing, which were insane. That girl's smoking for no reason.
As you do in
And
college,
this is the
right?
worst tennis game ever.
She just softballs it
She
to that
never
same
moves.
side.
She
Yeah.
never moves. The one
We
lady
have to
never
talk
moves.
about that.
It's
We have
almost
to
like
talk
they
about
used
that.
the same shot over and
Right?
over.
It's almost as if they don't know how to play tennis.
Yeah, it really
And
I've
I
never
love
seen
the
a
fact
tennis
that
game.
tennis pro is also the police officer.
Yeah.
She moonlights.
They're standing at they're not even back at the baseline. They're like up at the front, like mid ground. Like it makes no one stands there and plays a game. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Why do you need
She floats on the serve too, and they don't whistle it as a point. Yeah.
Why is tennis so hard to score? Why isn't it just like you score, you get a point?
Yeah, I don't get.
Why
the
do they make
scoring
it so
at all.
difficult?
30 love.
What is it? How's it go? It goes, is it
You get, like,
5, then 15, 15,
30, and then you can go into
Then
duels.
40, and
If you
then
tie- if you
40,
tie.
And then
then
add
you-
in.
Add out.
But you have to win by
Add
two points.
right.
But there's no two. But just
10
you
points.
automatically.
You have to win.
You have to win by 2 scores.
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard once upon a time the score is like that because of the clock, and like they used to keep the score
Okay.
on
Yeah.
the clock face.
So
but-
0
Yeah.
points is love. 1 point is 15, unless this is Rebecca's game.
No,
Is it a
it's
tennis
not.
Okay, it's not
game?
about tennis. Okay. 2 points is 30, 3 points is 40.
Mm-hmm. And then you can go.
And then
40,
you- and then
40,
you
40 to
win,
40
but,
equals
If you
deuce.
tie, it's deuce. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're tied, it's a deuce.
And then you're add in, add out.
And then you're add in or add out depending
This is
on.
why I don't watch tennis.
It's fun
is
to
great.
play. It is actually a lot of fun to play, but
great.
it's this scoring system makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
It would just be easier to be like, first 5.
It would.
Yeah. Or like
But you have,
ping
you
pong
have to win
rules.
by
That's
2.
not
though.
classy,
You have to
though.
win by 2.
It's not classy, Chris.
Yeah.
It's
It's not
classy.
classy
game.
to be like,
It's a
I got a
gentleman's
deuce,
game.
and be like, well, the
It's a
bathroom's over there.
gentleman's game. It's a translation.
Anyways, Lindsay, you were saying.
She loves tennis.
I love tennis.
I love
But no, and I was very surprised to see Bluto in this movie.
Is that the big chainsaw
Oh,
guy?
Yeah,
yeah.
he played Bluto in the live-action Popeye movie, so that was
That's a
very
terrible
cool.
movie.
But overall, yes, I very much enjoyed it.
Yep. It feels like an Italian movie. It's very perverted, very gory. What's not to like here? I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is fantastic, super entertaining, and I don't know, Spiv, you're like very predictable. Yes, in some ways. However, there is some surprises. A few twists and turns here in the plot that come out of nowhere and make absolutely no sense that I'm on board for. Like, for instance, during one of the opening sequences where a woman is skateboarding and runs into a mirror.
Yeah, what
I
the
don't-
hell does that have to
don't
do
know
with
why
that's-
anything?
So they could transition to the mirror thing.
Because
It was
that lady
awesome.
never comes back.
Oh, does she trigger the whole thing?
Well, she broke the mirror. It's bad luck.
Because this Dean guy, you know,
Yeah.
he kills his mom and then he doesn't kill anybody else until that lady runs into the mirror. I
You
missed
just
that.
picked up
first
all the
scene.
pieces and you put this
man.
puzzle together.
Oh man!
But did he see it happen? Was
It
he one
doesn't
of the
matter, Lindsay,
people
it doesn't
moving
matter.
The mirror?
He sensed
Let's
it.
look again. There is the dean in the background.
There's-
To the back right. Oh shit! No, it's not him.
That was the mirror for his office. We're trying to.
It was gonna pull the whole room together.
That was a big ass mirror too.
You know what really took me out of this?
What?
That puzzle that the kid's putting together in supposedly like 1940s
Yeah.
is totally not a 1940s woman.
No,
Well,
because
I
women back in the
mean,
1940s did not have breasts. Is that what you're saying?
The dress.
Exactly.
Yeah, the dress. She wouldn't be wearing colors that bright.
No, not his
No.
mother. The naked lady on the puzzle.
Oh, the pinup girl from like
her
the.
her hair
Why
was
wouldn't that be
80s. and-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yes,
That's,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
actually,
if
yeah.
we're gonna cherry pick this movie, apart,
That
let's
did.
start.
Spiv, you know what? Technically, that did kind of
The
ruin the entire
era.
movie for me.
Okay, so that was supposed to take place in the 40s?
Well, it
Yeah,
said
it was
40
40
years
Yeah, 40
later.
years.
later.
Because
Yeah.
it did say
Something.
40 years later, so yeah, it would be the
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah, it was
Jeez.
like
42
early
to
40s.
82.
That's quite a
what-
gap.
Can you imagine in the 40s, like you go to your room and like there's just nothing to do? Like, what do you do?
You
So
play
put together
marbles.
Your dirty
Marbles.
puzzle. He
I'd
was
be like,
playing
just send me off
marbles,
to the
all
war.
right.
Just send me off to the war. I don't want to fucking sit here and play marbles.
You can listen to the radio.
Yeah, the radio is big.
Well,
You go
Radio
outside and
shows.
play.
Yeah,
Remember when
I've
kids used to go
heard-
outside and play?
Every movie I've heard where they play music from the 40s, it's always just like some horn bullshit. Oh
my God.
I'm like, fucking send me to the war. Send me to the war.
Spiv learned all about that in college, getting his master's degree.
I play in a 40s big band. Come on, Chris.
Yeah, what's wrong with big band shit? That's great.
Yeah, big band
It's
stuff's
a lot
great.
of fun. Yeah.
It's maybe fun like live or something, or like to play, but to listen to it on like a record player is like next level awful. Like that's just fucking hell. Like I'm not gonna do that.
Wow.
Wow, such a hater.
I'm not a hater.
If it was Evanescence, you'd listen to it.
Well, there's an Evanescence
If
version.
Steven Wilson made a big band record, you'd buy it.
I don't like. I'm not a big horn instrument guy. Like whatever, it never sounds good. It's always like.
That's the tuba.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. It's awful.
That's how all horn stuff sounds. There you go.
That's
Exactly.
what it sounds like.
I'm glad you agree with me, AJ. Glad we're finally on the same page here about horns.
And you're missing out.
I've only been playing.
No, I'm not.
trombone
What
for
am I missing out
30
on?
years.
Aaron, name your favorite horn song right now.
I don't have a favorite horn song.
You don't even
Horn
like horn
song.
songs. Baby, your horn song. What's the
Horn
horniest song
songs.
you like?
The horniest song I like.
Name the horniest song. See, you're a liar. You're putting up
How
a
about-
charade of I love horns, but
how
I
about
can't name a
the-
single horn song.
That's
How
not
about
what
the
I
theme
said.
to Jurassic Park?
No, that's a full orchestra.
There's your horn action. Boom.
Yeah, no, that thing is the setup. And you're like, this is garbage until it comes in with the.
Okay, guys, we're talking about an Italian chainsaw movie.
You know
That's-
what? You know what I really liked was when he
AJ's a horn
axed his
player,
mom
too,
in the
that's the
face for being such a prude in the square.
I agree.
Who
Yes,
doesn't wanna do that?
I was like,
Nice save, Lindsay. Nice save.
She was a bit extreme about
She
it.
was
you know?
she
really
was a
like-
psychopath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
I was-
traumatized.
I was like,
him.
yes,
He
kill
was
that
like
bitch.
a powder keg waiting to explode on her, man.
Hold on. Okay, I feel like you guys are taking this very one-sided. Okay, somehow this kid comes in and just straight up murders his mom and chops her body up with no problem. Meaning,
Yeah.
there's probably been a lot going on with this kid that you were
Yeah.
not privy to before the scene. So the
Well,
mom's probably like, Jesus Christ.
his father's away in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this kid's probably
And his
coming
mom's
home, like,
awful.
chopping up the neighbor kids and squirrels and hanging them and shit. So, like,
No,
yeah,
this
she's
is-
probably like,
this
what
is
the fuck do I
final
do with
straw,
this kid?
Chris.
We don't know.
Yeah.
He has trauma.
Final
that's all
straw.
we know.
Where did he get
You don't
his
know
from?
this. How do you know this was the final straw? There could have been more straws.
We
the
read the
only one we
Google
see.
synopsis. We know.
She's gonna burn all his stuff.
But we have to be clear. He didn't just like snap and do this. He manipulated the police.
How did the police
What?
get there so fast?
Oh shit!
Look at Smith. He looks like the donkey from Shrek.
I mean, in the 40s, were the
Donkey.
police just that quick to arrive to a crime scene? I feel like in the 40s, someone would be dead for like weeks before someone showed up.
Well, dude, he did
true.
cut her up into little pieces and redid the entire puzzle, so some time did pass because it would take a long time to cut a human.
That's
being.
true. That woman was at the door ringing that bell for quite a while.
Why was that lady there? I can't remember who she was. Was she
She's
the
a
neighbor? or was
babysitter.
The
she-
neighbor
I think
or
she was
something.
like just stopping by.
She's just trying to get you to buy a vacuum cleaner. That's all she was doing.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
They don't have
Some
vacuum cleaners
Avon
in the 1940s.
products.
Like vacuuming the cleaners in the 1940s, like you had to suck from the other side of the hose just to get shit up. It's like you just eating shit off your floor.
Oh, Chris, then it would sound like a horn.
All right. So yeah, he ends up killing his mom and hiding the fact that he did it. And
With
I
that
like the police
guy's
officer. He's like,
awesome
"Yep, that's
mustache."
These
a
are
head
the
in there."
worst police officer outfits.
It's
Mustaches
Mrs.
so fake.
Westover.
It's 1940s. That's what mustaches looked like back then.
Are those the same cops they use later when they run in to like help in the one scene? They look the same. They're just in different outfits.
They're time travelers. So, what I did like about this movie, and while you're saying yes, it was predictable.
We've only talked about the pre-credits scene, and you're
Yeah, we
summing
haven't
up the
talked about
movie.
anything yet.
Well, we can cut to
We're
the
not
end.
summarizing here yet, are we?
Jesus.
All right, fine. Jump in then.
You know, another thing that was really cool was the little pieces of dialogue that you got from all the students. Like the one chick, she says, I wrote it down. The most beautiful thing in the world is smoking pot and fucking on a waterbed.
waterbed. There's a lot of waterbed action in this movie.
There's
But
a
then they
lot of
pull the
waterbeds.
waterbed in.
They
It was
do.
the prime era for the
It
waterbed.
comes
Made
around.
sense.
Yeah.
They
Was that a
reference it and then
waterbed?
use it.
Was that a waterbed they're using for like athletes to like train or like? Is that what that was? Because it was.
I
in
don't
the-
know.
It was in the
in
training
college.
room.
Dorm?
Yeah, it looked like something like it was like would be for training.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do
muscles.
on a waterbed.
They train you on the waterbed.
Oh.
I don't even want to know where this is
You
going.
surf that waterbed. That's what you do.
All right, AJ, we're going to need you to work your groin out here. Go ahead and lay down on the waterbed.
If this bed's
Get your
a rock.
groin out so we can.
Oh,
we
my
can
back
massage
hurts
your
more.
groin.
No, you didn't even lay down long enough.
You had the lady who was like
Yeah,
professor
Her, she's
professor
the
of
one that said it,
titology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
professor of anatomy.
Yep.
Everyone's
Who is
making
this
fun of my
professor?
tits. What do you think?
Where are pectorals?
I don't think you have anything to worry about.
He
By the
kind of
way,
looks
I'm
like
really
a
gay.
skeleton, like a skeleton man.
Yeah.
I
know what I
thought he
mean?
was the
Little
bad
bit.
guy at first.
He
Well,
looks
it's-
villainous.
It's funny
Yeah.
because you find out at the end of the movie that he's gay.
Yeah, and that's one of the.
So what she was doing, shoving her tits in his
Yeah,
face,
she
was
was
doing
being an asshole.
absolutely nothing for him.
Well,
I
they
thought they
knew that,
made
though,
it pretty
didn't they?
clear that he
Yeah.
was gay the whole movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew that, and they were just trying to be a jerk.
Yeah, students are jerks.
That
Yeah,
could
they
be
called him
Students
like
are-
a puff and a fairy. And,
Yeah.
Not all
No.
the time.
No, so I think the red herrings are obvious because you have the landscaper guy who
He
is
really likes
constantly-
his chainsaw.
and he always makes a face like he's smiling. It's weird. It's a
in
fucking
scary
chainsaw.
way.
Is it scary?
They paid
yeah.
me for the whole job. It doesn't
He's
matter.
like making love to you while holding
How
a
much
chainsaw,
chainsaw
and you can't
you
get away.
I can't imagine you're doing too much chainsaw.
Yeah, I would think landscapers would have like loppers and
It's
Yeah,
not
something
even
practical.
shears.
Loppers didn't
lopper?
exist in 1980s. Cindy Lopper maybe, but not
Yeah.
actual loppers.
And you take Cindy and you get her up in the tree. And
He
That's fair.
was carrying hedge clippers
Shears?
at one point. Shears, yeah.
Yeah, when he finds the chainsaw, he has shears.
and he's like,
Who carries them that
Blood.
way?
"What is the blood on my chainsaw for?" There's a
fucked
lady over there.
Why is there a mannequin? over
She's
there?
in pieces.
His facial expressions.
He's
were
always
great.
got crazy eyes.
So you have him, you have the professor, you have the dean, and you have the
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 report.
guy.
nerdy guy.
well, he's not a
Kendall.
nerd. The player. He's like
He looks
banging
like a nerd,
everybody.
but yeah.
at
He
the
wears leather
school.
pants.
Spiff, he wears fucking leather pants. Okay.
That's how you
Because he's in a
know.
metal band. Respect.
I don't think he is a nerd. Just like when he has his glasses on, he looks kind of nerdy. But in
He
the
has
80s,
that old
was
man
cool.
He's got like a
sweater.
blue
Yeah.
cardigan
He's
on.
rocking
And
it. Yeah.
There, he doesn't look like a nerd anymore.
But every
I've
girl
always
wants
wanted
to
to
fuck
make
him.
love in
Yeah,
a pool.
he's big
I mean,
man
that's
on
what he
campus.
says. I mean, that's probably not the reality.
I think it is the reality, AJ.
I don't know. He was
totally
gonna
was
meet
like-
that chick in the pool to have sex, and then he's
Dude,
with that other
He's
girl.
got
who
that
won't
other
stop
girl who
moaning.
just
man.
can't get it. Like she can't
We never
quiet
see that
down
really
enough.
play out.
And he
But
tries.
you
She'll,
see his,
but she'll
See that
promise
with
to
the
be
tennis
quiet
lady.
if they can do it again.
you see his flaccid penis.
Yes, if you gag me, I
Yeah,
won't
dude.
scream.
Oh my god, what happened to Spiff?
Whoa.
He's going robot.
All I heard is if you gag me up.
He's jobbing. over
He
there.
did some auto tune bullshit.
Your microphone is like snapping.
What is going on with me?
Oh my god.
We're having so
Oh.
many technical issues
Spiff,
tonight.
are you
Can
under
you
the
hear me?
water right now?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
but
all
you're
That
like,
Comcast.
Under the
Gotta upgrade
sea.
that Comcast. man, I'm
yeah,
telling
you need to do something with your technology. You would think
Gotta
Steve
fix
Jobs would be
your
a little
Wi-Fi.
better
Gotta
at
upgrade
this.
it.
All right, let's
I
just take a
upgraded
look at
mine.
this guy's flaccid penis.
No, we can't show that.
We could show everything on this show. Okay,
don't wanna
Spiff,
see
you're
it
back,
again.
but I don't think I'm going to add you because.
There it is.
All right, Spiff, you're just in time for his
Why are you
flaccid wiener.
blurring it?
I didn't. What are you talking about? You might want to get your
Oh.
eyes checked. Yeah.
Your motorcycle sounds just like a chainsaw.
No, he is doing like every person in this
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
movie.
Did you
He's
get
like,
the
good for him.
music from the pool scene, Chris? The sultry sax.
No, I don't like horns, Spiff. I do have music. I have the
Very
theme
horny
song that I'll play later. So, all those red herrings were very obvious, but the twist for me was like this whole time he's putting together this puzzle pieces, and you're like, okay, what does this mean? And
It's the
it
pieces
turns
he's
out,
Collecting.
Spiff is still a robot.
Yeah.
It's a piece of R2D2 people.
I can hear you all
Pieces
fine.
he's
so.
The pieces he's collecting are of his mother to build her again.
Yes.
Mhm.
Better, newer. So he's taking pieces from all these victims and rebuilding her. Except
But
for her
why?
head.
Why does he want to rebuild her?
Because he's gonna do
He's-
something
He
gross
chopped her up.
with
He didn't
it.
want to rebuild
Yeah.
her.
Well,
he's
he
gonna-
feels.
Well, it turns out he
feels
brought her back
bad.
to life in the end, so it's all good, right? Zombie apocalypse is upon us.
bring
That's
back to
the
life.
ultimate
That
twist.
ending. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Right into Nightmare
So
City.
weird.
Yes.
Open
Where she
Nightmare
comes
City.
back
one
and
saw that
destroys
coming.
Kendall's dick. But it's all
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Kendall's like, my penis, my flaccid penis.
What
Oh,
an
and then
ending.
she pops the. Yeah. The
Um,
popping action going on there.
So but there's something to that theme there. Because Kendall is constantly sleeping and horn dogging around. and then at the
Does he
end,
deserve
he gets
to
his
be
penis destroyed.
castrated
And
by
that
a
mom
zombie?
is very much against anything sexual, so
Exactly.
she's come back and she's ready to rip off some dong.
Ooh.
Yeah, that could be
back
it.
There's a
She's ready
sequel
for
coming.
dong.
Oh, you got another one, Chris.
How come none of the guys got murdered? How come there's always these young, attractive co-eds?
Because the guy who made this movie is like, I need naked ladies.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is definitely
That's
perfect.
like the definition of slasher, isn't it?
Now, can you run into the shower and
That's
stay
the
naked?
definition of slasher, but
Don't put on all your
Oh, I
clothes.
chainsaw you in half.
Yeah,
Run
that
very
was pretty
slowly,
cool.
but make sure you're very bouncy
Whoa,
when you do it.
Yeah.
This is major. Do we know
If you
what he
run
was
too
studying?
fast, it hurts, right?
sex. He was studying
Sex ed.
sex, AJ.
He's getting a degree in
Well,
sexuality.
no, we actually do know
Gender
that he took
studies.
kung fu lessons.
Oh my
because
Yeah,
god,
there's
that
really
scene was
racist
so
that
sequences.
guy.
racist.
That was
what happened
painful.
there?
Why
What is
was
going
Kung
on? Why did he
Fu
attack?
All right, one at a
Professor.
time. One at a time. Go ahead, Rebecca.
That's so.
Was that me?
Yeah, you're Rebecca.
I couldn't hear you. So yeah, this is the kung fu professor apparently, who is out for a run, and then he claims she attacks him, but
Stripped
really
from today's
he
headlines.
attacked her. But then, he
It's
just
all okay.
leaves.
There's no hard
And
feelings
it's-
at the end.
yeah, it's just
Well, it's super racist because he's like, yeah, I didn't know what happened. Then it ended up on the floor. It must have been some bad chop suey, and then he runs away. I'm
Yeah.
just like, what purpose did that serve?
Yeah, that was like the
We
most.
need to have
out
some
of-
racism in your 80s movies,
Oh
Lindsay.
my
That's one way to
God.
do
That
it.
was the most random thing that happened in this movie.
Yeah.
It was. It pulled me out of the movie completely. I was like, what the
Ugh.
fuck was that?
I don't
It was
know.
supposed to be like comedic relief,
Mhm.
but it wasn't funny.
I
I
was just
guess.
like confused. I was
All,
like,
all it did was set up a nerdy guy going up to Tennis Star's apartment and saying, "You gonna make some coffee?"
and she rejected
And then
him.
she
Do
shoots
you
him down.
mind if I come in for a little bit?
I
mean, she's
kinda
not
like
doing
the
a great-
randomness, though. She's not doing a
what?
great job?
By
Undercover?
teaching tennis is all I'm saying. I mean, did you see how they were playing
She
their
fucking
game?
destroyed that girl.
Yeah.
Maybe because
Look,
you don't
look where
know
they're
any...
standing. Look at where they're standing.
Look,
You don't-
look at this
you
girl.
don't
She's like,
let the
She
you don't
just
let
served
the
it out
ball
of bounds
bounce.
there.
She doesn't move her feet.
She's in like no man's land. She has to be up and volleying at that point. You don't stand there. You get destroyed. You can't stand there and play a ground game mid court. It doesn't work. I'm
this guy.
just saying.
maybe-
it's not
maybe
even
on a
tennis.
John
clay
Madden of tennis over
surface,
here. He's a
but-
McEnroe.
Just saying.
You, AJ, do you play? You used to play tennis. Did you always yell like everybody does when they play tennis? What was your groaning noise you would do when you hit the ball? Like everybody has one.
Do
You have
they?
to
You
register
You had the
it
clip
with the
from it
tennis league.
earlier,
Yeah.
Chris. You had
Oh,
that
wow.
clip.
Oh,
Him
pull it.
yelling it earlier.
Pull the clip.
I'll find it here.
That's
Every,
it.
every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. I yell bastard out every time. That gets me going.
The one girl survived her arms getting cut off. Did you
For a
notice that?
moment.
For a moment. But it
That's
didn't
not
look
realistic.
good.
That looked not nice. Oh,
Oh, look at that. That was such a bad use of the
it came off way
chainsaw.
too easily.
Yeah.
It's not the chainsaw's not even on. Do you see it there?
Are you saying this movie's
no-
not real?
No chain.
I don't know. I think
Guys.
it was running when it's shoved through the bathroom door.
Yeah,
That
I think
girl's
they
head. I
actually
think
cut
it
the
was
door, yeah.
running where they actually shoved it through
I got
there.
splinters in her
So
face.
why is he using the chainsaw and then randomly he switches to the knife at the end of the movie? Why doesn't he keep the chainsaw going?
It's the knives
What
are this
happened?
messy.
Well, when you're inside, a chainsaw doesn't work quite as well.
Yeah, I
He
used it a
puts the
couple
he
times
puts the
inside.
tarp down. He wants to keep his apartment nice.
It depends on what part of the body he needs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Sometimes
that's
you need
fair.
a knife, a little more control.
That's fair.
Like he was going for the undercover cop's feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like
No,
I think that was like
because the feet
what-
he had were too big for the shoes.
Exactly.
Ah.
And so he needed new feet for his mom's body. But
It's
that
like the original
chainsaw
body
scene,
puzzle up in here.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. That chainsaw in the elevator scene, that lady was like oblivious that he had a chainsaw in the elevator.
Yeah,
Well,
she
he
starts
hit it
talking to
behind
him.
his
He held
back.
it behind him.
Didn't you see that?
Well,
he
that
hit it
and
so
she
well.
knew who he was. She knew
Yeah.
him.
Was the
You're not gonna
dean, that's
question this
true.
guy in a black
hi,
trench coat,
sir.
black hat, and black gloves. Like that's
The black
suspicious.
mask.
In the
He
middle of
looks
the
like
night.
the shadow.
He did look like
Maybe
the
he was
shadow.
the shadow. That'd explain a lot.
and we got the dancing for no reason.
That was fun. That was
You
fun.
guys
That was
gotta get a
fun.
little aerobics in your 80s movie.
It's the 80s. You have to have aerobics. It's like a requirement, right?
I don't
You got
think
the
you're
heavy
acting right
breathing
now,
in
Spiv.
every scene.
Maybe
Well,
it has
that's the
asthma.
giallo stuff.
was
going
I
on.
prefer her leg leotards that didn't go the whole way.
Do you?
You mean her
What does it for
socks?
you?
Was that an 80s thing?
And
Yeah.
socks.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, can we talk about the Dean's tea kettle?
If you insist.
That thing was so loud when
It was
it
very
boiled.
loud.
That
It's
is
like
such
a-
a 70s tea
Like a
kettle.
train whistle going
Look at
on.
that.
We need to
Please
discuss
don't play
the
it. We'll
comment
all be
here.
deaf.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look
Plebes
at this
don't
brown cup
properly
set.
understand the subtle
Oh,
subtle
don't listen to
nuances of
Jamie.
this
He's a
film.
bigger pervert than Spiv.
How easily it comes off is what makes it look great.
Oh my.
Oh Christ.
We're gonna make a new corner for you.
Creeper corner.
Where I read
Cre-
creepy
that's
Jamie
true.
comments.
That's true.
Yeah. It takes this guy forever to make coffee.
Well, he's drugged.
Instant coffee.
Yeah, that's
Instant
what
coffee.
happens when you're putting drugs in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait.
but
Have you
he's
More
ever?
than once. on
He's
more than one
there for
occasion.
over an hour. And
Dude,
he makes
have-
2 cups of instant
Have
coffee for
you?
her.
I make French press coffee because I'm, you know,
Fancy.
You got to do the
Not like
drip
you
coffee,
people.
but that's
no.
pour
Drip
over.
from a
French press
machine?
coffee.
No, pour over. That's what I meant.
No, French press is where it's at. Fuck your faces, guys. French press is good.
I drink tea
Jesus
because
Christ.
coffee is
Oh.
disgusting.
Coffee is disgusting. It smells good. That's about it.
What do you use, AJ? Your coffee maker at home?
No, I
Yeah.
use.
Oh,
Well,
listen to this guy.
AJ pulls out his trombone and starts playing the horn.
I got a Arabica beans.
I use what's it called? I don't use a French press. It's the same technique, but it's a AeroPress. I use an AeroPress
What's that?
because it's better than a French press.
See, pour
It's
over
for
is-
people who can't.
Pour over is better.
It's
don't
for people
understand
who don't
coffee
understand
snobs.
how to use a French press. It's what
No, the French press is like the Neanderthal versus the
No, it's not.
AeroPress, which is much more
Right.
compact.
French people are not Neanderthals. They're.
I mean,
they're,
do you drink craft coffee? I don't think so.
Yeah, I do drink craft
This
coffee.
guy does. Yeah, where do
You
you
know
go
who
with craft
doesn't know
coffee?
what they're
Where do you go?
doing? The cops in this movie.
Lindsay,
I
we're
want to
talking
talk about the
coffee.
Jurassic Park theme song again. My point was, before we move on to the cops, is that it takes a while to boil water in a tea kettle, and then to do it again, it would take a while, Spiv. And you can't you have to let it steep.
I mean, was that
steep-
electric
He-
stove?
not-
or was
he said it
gas?
was instant coffee. You just stir it and it's ready.
Maybe it's translation.
He's got
They were
Folgers crystals.
They were overdubbed the whole time.
Now, the cops are so bad that they're like, sure, Kendall, you 20-year-old college student, you're the new deputy on the squad, and we listen to you.
And this lady.
Oh, he has good ideas.
The tennis lady. Well, she works for the cops.
She was like 40,
Chris.
45.
Yeah.
He's in
And-
college.
He's probably going for a criminal justice degree, Chris. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't think she's
What do
that
you-
old, Chris.
He's
She's a MILF.
She's a MILF, Aaron.
She's a MILF.
She's at least 10 years older than everyone else.
I'll be the one that makes that decision.
All right, I'm looking up her MILFness. What's her name? What was her name in this undercover lady?
Tennis pro.
Linda Day George
Yeah, that's
was
her name.
born in
1928.
1944, and it was 1983.
82.
So she was 39 years old.
38.
39 years old. So she's almost 40. See? Told you.
Younger
And
than
Kendall's like 22. Wow, Aaron, that's sad.
Younger
But
than
you're
me,
not a
too.
MILF, though. And you're
He's
also not a MILF.
filth? Is there a filth?
Aaron's a filth. Aaron, you're so filthy. So, what did we talk? We were talking about Jurassic Park. Is that what we were talking about? The theme song? What were
no,
we talking about?
we don't want to talk about Jurassic Park.
That's because you lost that argument. Hashtag I won.
How? Because you like Jurassic Park? I think that means I won. You found a song that you like horns with.
No, that was.
You're singing the theme.
I like they work with the kid on the cops because, quote, he can smell something suspicious faster than we can.
No, yeah, he's a college grad. Smarter than everyone else in the room, probably.
But it's like they have him looking through like old files to find some connection. It's like, why is he gonna find it when you can't? When it's your own files.
I think the cops just don't want to work.
I think that's what it is
the
too.
thing.
They're like, we don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
Let's
And
have
they're like,
these other
"Hey,
two people fuck around.
You know,
I
let these kids fuck
disagree.
around with it."
I disagree. I think there was bureaucracy with the dean kind of not wanting them to investigate the
Not be on
university.
campus.
Right, so they were trying to work around that by bringing in
Do you
this
think-
college guy. And
I don't. Do you think what college is this supposed to be? Boston? Is that what
It's
they said?
Yeah,
supposed to
it
be.
says
University?
in Boston.
Does
There's
the
no
dean have that
students on
much
this
sway
campus.
over the police force that he can do that?
in
The-
the 80s,
Is he that powerful?
The journalist didn't even know that 3 students had been murdered.
How do you think the students' parents feel?
They don't
They
probably
don't know
don't
either.
know either.
doesn't matter. They weren't
They
written
don't.
into the script.
They,
so
don't,
they
they
don't
can't
exist.
know because that's gonna paint the university in a bad light. So
That's true.
you gotta
In the
keep that hush hush.
1980s,
That's how it
you could
works.
murder anyone and just get away
Yeah.
with it because
Anyone.
DNA did not exist back then, AJ, and so it didn't fucking matter. People would go and murder
true.
shit left and right, touch everything, and
Well,
you're fine. He
they still
fucking
collected it,
chainsaws
right?
that girl in the middle of the day.
That was a
Outside.
really
Yeah,
good
in the quad.
misdirection that they did when for some reason they let the one professor just walk into the crime scene
He's the
And he-
professor
Yeah.
of anatomy.
He
and he
touches
touches
the-
he touches the chainsaw and they're
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
you might have destroyed some evidence. Well,
Oh,
he's
did
covering for his prints being on there already.
Right.
And they'd already
Yeah.
freshly
Oh my God.
Ziploc bagged all the body parts too. With a,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got
yes.
their
Now, do you think a
their
chainsaw could do
flavor.
this?
It was like one of those vacuum seal machines. Just, and they put them in the freezer.
That's what the dean did.
little barbecue sauce on that would be good. My daughter put barbecue sauce on her tacos.
That
She's
might
like
work.
the one with the honey on it.
Why not taco sauce?
She didn't like spicy stuff.
Well, she's a kid.
Yeah. We got the friend as well, Kendall's friend, who randomly shows up at places.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he serves like no purpose.
Just to
I
be
know
annoying.
there's a murderer on campus, but let me scare you with this mask.
And like, why is he there? And then he just turns around and leaves.
Yep.
I bet he has a lot of friends.
He can't get with the chicks. We learned that early.
Yeah. It's like
Well, he's no
So-
Kendall.
all right, let me look
He
at
should
my
get one of those old man sweaters. He'd be
He's
off
gotta
and
rock
running.
the cardigan, man.
Just saying.
So I think we solved the girl who skates into the mirror and why that ties into the movie. Because that might have been the triggering point that caused this whole thing. I like that theory, Spiff.
It wasn't very well done, and I
Don't-
didn't get it until you just showed the clip again. But yeah,
I don't understand the dick destruction at the end. Like, I get because she's like
Is
all
she
about sexual
alive?
repression or something, but is she alive or is it just like what's that called? Rigor mortis.
No,
Just-
rigor mortis. does not
Unfortunately,
cause you
rigor
to
mortis sudden and grabbing that
I
dick.
think she
Decades
came back to
later,
life.
She got like
Dick or mortis.
talons.
Dicker mortis. God damn
So
it.
just dick or mortis going on.
I just think
That's
they
not
so
how it
badly
works.
wanted to.
How do you know? You a mortician, Aaron?
A mortgage.
Mortician.
Are you?
I can give you a 30-year
Yes.
burial for 2.7%.
How many points you paying? Yeah.
You can pay an arm and a leg.
So that had to
Oh.
be.
Throw a little
had to
head
be-
in on the side.
That had to be supernatural, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're setting up the sequel.
But was it even real? Like, is this just like a shock ending, or is this actually part of the movie?
It's real.
It's like
Kendall's
after the
dick
credits,
is
right?
destroyed. No, it's before. And she ripped through those tight ass jeans.
She's
Those
Yeah.
jeans are tighter
80s
than anything I've ever
things.
seen in my.
That was rough.
It's acting.
Freeze frame.
It was like
Uh,
that, the kung fu thing, the mirror thing. Unless you take it as what we said, are just like, let's just insert some random bullshit just to be entertaining.
That's how
And
a
it
lot of the
doesn't-
movie flows,
was
though.
the
I mean, you
movie,
have
yeah.
scenes
Yeah.
of people getting cut up, and then you have lots of other stuff, and then it's like a
You
cut
got
up
some
scene.
cool scenes. Like, look at that,
That was
shit.
cool.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Fucking
pretty
awesome.
I mean, if it
got
wasn't for
that.
stuff like that, we'd all be like, "Fuck this movie."
That
That
scene
was
right
cool.
there, right
Yeah.
before it, he misses her head on the left-hand side,
That
I
and then
plastic
it cuts
knife
to it through
flavors
her
of
mouth.
it was a very rubber knife in that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think there's some decent filmmaking going on.
Oh yeah,
There
for
is.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Giallo-esque stuff going
Yeah.
on in here. The story's nonsense, but still fun.
Yeah, it's not an incompetently made film or anything by any
No.
stretch of
Oh,
the
no,
imagination.
no.
And
I
I
mean,
liked a lot of the gore.
I think it's probably one of the better ones he's made. You know, at least compared to Slugs.
Yeah.
You know, this is
Slugs is
much
alright.
more competent.
Now
This
this
part
is kind
was
of silly.
ridiculous.
Why didn't she just swim down?
And then she's like incapacitated when she gets pulled out. It's like, why? Why are
Yeah.
you just laying there?
Yeah,
What
because it's
happened?
not like
Medic.
that was a plastic bag or
cartoon.
She
something.
wasn't
and
laying
she
there,
couldn't
she was-
breathe or...
No, she was
And
like setting up
heave.
for like a Playboy shot, like
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
braving that shit. She's like, well, if I'm gonna die, I better die like this, beautifully.
Well, then
I better die pretty.
the first chick that he cuts her head off. Why is she's like sunning her ass? That one shot,
Yeah, that was
One-
strange.
I do
it's
that
like
sometimes.
her ass
Sometimes you
cheeks
gotta-
are out.
Yeah, her
Sometimes you
skirt
got a
was
little-
up.
There's shadows under there. You gotta get the right angle.
Sometimes you got a little air out some of the stuff. Okay?
True.
And just
Yeah, don't knock it till you
things.
tried it. Jesus.
Yeah.
Maybe she's one of those people that do the sun worshiping through their butt.
Oh yeah, those people. I forgot about that.
oh yeah, where they like expose
I do
their
my sun
buttholes.
worshiping with my car.
And your butt. Just lie on top of your car naked.
So in the end, it is the
I
dean
know you spit.
who the end sequence was a little lame. I was expecting something a little more than bam,
Bang! That cop's a good shot.
fucking dead.
They took their damn sweet time getting into his apartment too. They're just like standing there talking
Well,
about,
his-
no, you stay here. No, I'm gonna go with you.
We've established that they're incompetent, willingly
Very
incompetent.
incompetent.
Like they just don't want to do anything. That's hilarious.
Ah!
Of course, the dress falls off.
Oh yeah.
I think that was to show the body parts being sewn though. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was to show
Yeah,
the
sure it
boobs,
was.
Chris. Come on.
nobody wants to see the rotted boobs. Maybe Jamie, but
I
nobody
think,
else. wants to see it.
Sean Piquer, whatever his name
Jamie
is,
definitely
did.
does.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else with pieces?
Nope.
Nope.
Any
It
alternate
was just
titles?
fun.
Any alternate titles?
I had a few, but I forgot to write them down.
Pieces of titties.
Dude, I watched The Frighteners after, and it completely lobotomized me.
Can we just talk about the Frighteners then? Because that movie's
Yeah.
sweet.
That was fucking cool.
Christian
Jeffrey
Slater?
Combs is in that. No,
Jeffrey
it's
Combs is
Michael J.
amazing.
Fox.
Oh, Michael J. Fox, right.
Yeah, and what's his face's son?
Yeah. I almost said Drew Barrymore. Gary
yeah,
Busey's
but
son.
it's a Peter
Yeah.
Jackson movie. It's great. Thesis of I have none. Thesis of thesis.
Oh, you gotta look at that comment right down there.
AJ,
Chris,
what do
hear
you got?
trains and smell toast?
Booby puzzle.
I smell trains. I hear toast.
Sean's.
The movie might beat out Faust for movie of the year. Faust. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I don't know.
I still
AJ's
need to see
not.
those.
I don't.
It's too
Jesus.
legitimate of a movie for me to like consider it for a movie of the year.
This one or Faust?
This one.
Hmm.
See, I don't think this is that good that it's like a.
I mean, it
Classic
falls into
movie
like
or-
the Italian cinema.
It's
Yeah,
still-
it's pretty Italian. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
it's.
Still
you know,
Yeah.
a low budget
It's
slasher.
no ticker, that's for sure.
yeah, it's no ticker.
It's no
It's
tick.
no air panic. you
Air
know what I mean?
Panic.
Dude,
All
that
right.
one we watched 2 weeks ago was pretty
One we
amazing.
watched 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The
Hero-
Trio. Yeah.
Hero Trio. Yeah.
I got
All
a
right.
sequel.
All
Wolf
right.
McQuaid.
All right. We need to wrap this up.
Yeah, Lone Wolf McQuaid was awesome.
Let's
too.
move on. Let's do
Yeah.
games. We're time for a game. Everybody, it's game time. Here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppet, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly questionable. Shall we play?
All right, we're going to talk about jigsaw puzzles.
You want to play a game?
Aaron's favorite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so what's older, America or jigsaw puzzles?
Jigsaw puzzles.
Jigsaw puzzles.
Man, they must
Jigsaw
have been
puzzles.
challenging to
When
make
did
back in the day.
Jigsaw?
Jigsaw puzzles.
When did a
When
jigsaw
did-
get
yeah,
invented?
When? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Good
a
question.
Well,
figure
they could
out.
have been called something else, maybe.
I mean, I think as early as early woodworking, you'd have
Yeah, but to cut out all those pieces. So.
We didn't have. Well,
so like
a goat powered jigsaw.
I know.
I'm gonna say America.
No, I mean, like
goat powered jigsaw. I mean, well, how else are you driving it?
At least early 1800s or 1700s. Would have to be.
It is jigsaw puzzles.
Ah, see,
They were
that's just
first
a guess.
created in 1767.
Look at that.
Wow.
They were goat powered, but they count.
What subject were jigsaw puzzles made to help teach? Geography, anatomy, spelling, or art?
Patience.
This is a Chris question here.
Anatomy.
Geography.
Spelling?
I mean, this movie literally was about
Art.
putting together a puzzle of a naked lady.
All of the above.
Geography.
Makes sense.
So that is the first jigsaw puzzle right there.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was
Maybe
made
you
by.
guys should get a puzzle of New Zealand and Australia. Maybe clear some stuff up for you guys.
Henry has some puzzles just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was made by a cartographer, and it helped people to figure out, like, by putting the map
Yeah,
back
learn where the
together,
countries are, yeah.
they had a better understanding of where stuff was.
Yeah. Henry knows where every single African country is.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I don't even know where
It's
they
one
are.
of his puzzles, yeah.
How many puzzles can be found at the Puzzle Mansion?
0.
It's the Guinness World Record.
Or no
That's
It's
what's
actually
surprising about it.
Yeah, it's not the Puzzle Mansion. It's the Poozle Mansion, and everybody thinks it's about puzzles.
Puzzle.
Chris, you're brilliant.
Puzzle Mention.
Uh-huh.
17,000.
You don't just give associate's degrees out to anyone.
I know,
That's
that's
right.
why I don't have one.
Yeah,
You gotta go online to Phoenix University to get that
The
thing.
DeVry Institute.
It is 1,500.
Are they all
look
put
like,
together
they look
too?
like
That's not
puzzlers,
fun.
don't they? They look like puzzler people.
Do they?
They do. Look at
I
him
don't know.
squinting. His eyesight is
Yeah, his
gone.
eyes are destroyed from puzzling.
He's been puzzling too
I
long.
don't like
Her-
how
And
he's
this is in
holding
the
her.
Philippines.
Yeah,
show.
Look,
she's holding
she's-
her.
She's
arms
down to
so
3
weird, though.
fingers because she's lost her other 2 in car accidents.
Too many splinters.
He's being very possessive there. He's like, don't
He
tell
has to
them I
hold her up.
kidnapped you. Don't tell
They
them
are
puzzles in the
a
back.
puzzle in themselves.
She's a
aren't they?
puzzleholic. He's
yeah.
holding her back so she doesn't go and ravage her puzzles.
Must put together.
Right.
How many pieces do Springboks Puzzles to Remember feature?
I'm going to say
Well, it says
1,000.
1,000 on there.
This isn't a picture of those.
Are they this crazy,
cracked
like,
myself up.
20,000?
3.
10,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say 200.
3.
So it's 36. They are specially designed to help people with dementia, Alzheimer's,
Oh.
to help kind of exercise their brain and help keep them.
Why not just like put a bunch of confetti in a box? Be like, here you go.
What if I just start
50,000 piece
cracking out
puzzle.
on that now? Will that fix my impending
Yeah,
dementia?
you just
30
become
years or 40
immune
years from
to any forgetfulness.
now? Nice.
It's a blue
Yeah.
jay. It's a blue jay.
Which of these celebrities is not known as a jigsaw puzzle fan?
Bill
Hugh
Gates.
Jackman, Bill Gates, Freddie Mercury, Patrick Stewart.
Bill
Patrick
Gates.
Stewart
Freddie
for sure.
Mercury. Freddie
Patrick
Mercury.
Stewart for sure.
Bill Gates.
Not known.
Hugh
Not
Jackman.
known.
No idea.
It is Freddie Mercury.
Good job, Freddie.
All the rest enjoy their puzzles.
How bored do you have to be? I'm sorry. I just don't get it.
How
a
many
stimulating
pieces
activity,
is the
Alan.
largest commercial jigsaw puzzle? So you can buy.
Yeesh. I know I've seen 5,000s.
Ugh.
10,000?
10,000, something like that. 10, 20,000.
I'd rather do
100,000 maybe?
Rubik's Cube than a jigsaw puzzle.
More than 1,000 and I lose interest.
Send me off to the
Yeah.
war again.
Do you ever do the
Just- I
3D
don't wanna
ones?
do any of that
I did a
shit.
3D once of the Eiffel Tower, and that was
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
with you,
rough.
Chris.
No, I don't want to do
Um,
3D
End my
ones.
life. I don't want to do
It
it.
is 40,320 pieces.
No,
6 feet tall.
I refuse.
Dude, I'll tell you my favorite person. Not really my favorite person, but the people that like glue them together and hang them up in their house. That's next level crazy, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Well, then
that?
you
That
can't
is
do them again.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to do it again?
Why would you want to put it on display?
Just look at the goddamn box. This is what it looks like when it's done. Good enough for me.
You put them up there, AJ, because you're like, this was 6 months of my life.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you do: is you buy
You're
it,
proud of that, right?
you take the puzzle pieces, you keep them in a bag, and you just put the box up on the wall. And there you go.
Is that the
Amy is
puzzle?
on fire tonight. Sorry.
That is the puzzle, yeah.
It doesn't look very hard.
What?
You don't look very hard.
40,000. Oh.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of pieces, but like the pictures are all very like
Yeah, the
distinct
pictures aren't
and-
hard. It's
I don't
just
know.
that's fair.
Like, there's a lot of very subtle
Wait.
blue
try doing,
changes.
like,
and
What about
greens
those ones that are all like
annoying.
black or one's
Dude.
color?
Spin. They're similar enough that you're sorting through 40,000 pieces to build the one in the bottom left corner. Fuck you. That's going to take you years.
I think the frame would take the longest
yeah, it would.
Yeah.
as a puzzle person.
What is the world record time for
circle
completing a
puzzles.
250 piece puzzle?
18
47
seconds.
250 minutes.
250.
I bet it's like
Minute 15.
it's probably under 2 minutes.
Yeah, one piece a second.
Have you completed it before? Because apparently people do them more than once.
One piece
No,
a
this is
second would
a-
be 6 minutes, right?
An original. They haven't seen it before.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
6 minutes.
420.
It's much faster than it actually was. 13 minutes, 7 seconds. So that's a rate of 18 pieces per
That poor
minute.
lady.
Why,
That
why are you
poor
so
lady.
slow?
She's wearing the dress from the movie.
I just get a hammer and make all those pieces fit together.
Coming around, right?
Yeah, but see, like, I want to know if she practiced it or if it was like a brand new puzzle.
No, it
We
was a
just
brand
talked
new
about
puzzle
that.
to her.
God.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's funny because I didn't listen.
How much was the most expensive puzzle sold at auction?
Was it
for?
completed or still in a box?
It was in a box, I believe. Like it was,
Oh, boy.
someone bought it
Some
to be able
collector's
to
item.
put
It's
it together.
Worthless. It's literally trash in a box.
Tell us how you really feel.
You can recycle it. It's not technically trash. It's more recycling than trash.
You can burn it and create electricity.
That's a much better
2
use.
million.
5,000.
60 billion. What's with
It
the dogs?
was.
Like dogs, like why are we
The
doing
dog's the
puzzles
one
all
that's
the time?
bidding.
I ate the piece.
It was $27,000.
Was that it?
Was it like
And
a homemade puzzle?
This woman is the one that made it. It wasn't this puzzle, but you can see like the pieces that she makes.
Oh, those are the pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
They're all like the shapes
So
of
it's
animals
all
and stuff.
hand cut
That would be super
pieces.
Wow.
And this, like the entire puzzle is like that. This just shows some
Yeah.
of the pieces that are missing,
Wow.
but
that seems
interesting.
really
Yeah.
hard.
So it's like a real puzzle.
yeah. And that was actually in an auction in Gettysburg.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah,
I was just there. I didn't tell my story about Gettysburg on the
What?
pre-show.
hard. You went there?
Yeah, and I'm fighting the law. There's going to be a warrant out for my arrest suit.
What?
Did you go to John
What'd you do?
Schaefer's gun shop?
I
or
paid.
something?
I went to the parking garage. I had to download an app and pay it. So I paid it. I got 12 hours there. I stayed for about 4 hours and I left. And when I go to leave, there's a ticket on my car. I'm like, what the fuck? I paid your fucking app. So I come home and I call them and they're like, okay, it's fine. You can just disregard. And then I got a letter earlier on Friday from the court. I have to go to court or there's going to be a warrant out for my arrest in 10
You
days.
fucked.
Just
I'm
pay
like-
it, then they won't come
And
after you.
No, and then I put you can mail in there. I plead not guilty, and I attached the printout from the app saying I paid. I called. You guys said I didn't have to, so that better be the end of
You're
it.
gonna get a word in like 2 days.
We'll see you
Dude,
in the
it's
paper.
no big deal. I've had those before. You'll be fine.
I'm not.
You'll just go on
running.
parole for a couple years.
They'll never find me.
That's right. You get picked up for something else. Like, oh, outstanding warrant.
It's fine. All right, time to do some listener feedback. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Witchcraft 4, The Virgin Heart. Portal Player says, oh, another good episode. Looking forward to the next review.
Well, we're here to
Or
disappoint
next
you.
witchcraft.
He didn't say looking forward to Witchcraft 5.
Oh.
Matthew Pfeiffer says he'd actually rather watch Witchcraft 5 than ever see Pieces again.
Whoa, there's some witchcraft.
What?
I miss you there,
Okay.
Matthew.
All right. Interesting.
How many copies of Pieces did you send him, Chris?
Well, he
we
sent
sent him
the
0
2
copies.
feet, an arm. It was a bad joke, sorry.
No, it was a really good joke.
It was
we all
amazing.
laughed
You guys
as your
just
internet just buffered.
cool enough.
We were laughing
to
for
get
minutes,
it
but your
right,
internet was frozen,
right.
so you didn't.
WVU 9787. No history hole. No Lindsay. What is the world coming to? Well, Miranda makes up for it, so it's all good.
Thanks, asshole.
Wow, he just called you an asshole, Spiv, about talking about my daughter.
Oh.
I don't know what he. I was just
Gloves
reading
are
listener
off.
feedback.
I
Dude.
know. Wow.
I wasn't calling you the asshole.
Mm-hmm. He just doesn't like West
I am,
Virginia. It's
I am
okay.
grumpy.
Fan of everything insists Witchcraft 5 is actually okay.
Well, I've been hearing this
Yeah, I
for
don't
a
know.
year and a half now, and every
really-
single one
It
is
really
just
can't
as bad
get
as the last.
It can't get worse than 4.
It
gonna be
can.
great. I'm
Say
excited
about
for it.
3.
It can.
It can always get worse.
The next one's going to be all about phone booths in the middle of the forest.
And it'll be filmed in a
I hope so.
potato.
I'm pretty excited for it. I don't know about you guys.
I'm always excited for
Why?
witchcraft.
I don't.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Just don't know
Aaron.
what
I
fun.
know exactly
is.
what you're going to get because they keep using the same story over
Never
again.
know what you're gonna get.
Paul Lilienthal. Is it just me? Or was everyone calling the voiceovers moist-overs for some reason?
Maybe he's just hearing what he wants
I
to
think it
hear.
was just
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
He needs to
Oh,
dry
you
out his
dirty
ears a little
dog.
bit. He's just
Yeah.
sopping wet over there.
Dude, the one day I put a
Bless you.
Q-tip in my ear and it came out and it was nasty. Like not normal.
Did
that
you
the one
use
you
the
lost?
candle or not?
It was like big.
We're not talking about this again, are we? For God's sake.
Candle?
This is
You have to
pre-show
use a
material.
candle?
Chris.
The earwax candle? Wasn't that this show?
Oh,
Yeah,
just
that was
keep,
Chris's
keep going,
invention,
Spiff.
Earwax candle.
And finally,
Oh yeah. That was me. Okay.
he forgets when he talks.
I do forget.
Finally, Dawn Finch says, "I'll be watching tonight." But it was 3 days ago, so we missed it.
Damn.
That does it for our listener feedback for Witchcraft 4. Leave some feedback for Pieces, so I have something to do during the show.
Pieces. Or just make him say weird pervy stuff.
Let us know
Or-
what
or
your
that,
favorite piece
too.
of pieces was.
I know Jamie's going to post something weird, Pervy. I can read it to him.
Stuff.
What's your favorite piece of a person?
It's fun to do with a friend.
Like what body part would you collect from somebody?
I think
We've had this conversation.
noses.
Haven't we? And body
I would do
parts?
the jars of eyeballs because that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You
but
can
how
make
do you
it
remember
in
which
juice.
ones was which?
It doesn't matter. I feel like they're all unique.
There was a Law and Order episode where the guy collected fingernails.
Yeah.
Like
Usually
the
those
full
ones get
nail or just
really
like the
long and,
clippings?
The full
Yes.
nail, full nail.
Ugh.
He kept them in a jar on the mantle.
Maybe he was seasoning them to eat them later.
Can you? I guess you could eat
Pickled
them.
eyeballs?
Like chips.
Did you have to
Ugh.
cook them down, get
Just
them
that.
soft again?
I don't know.
That's what
one's a
Spiv
toenail.
was
Fingernail
eating
stew.
earlier.
Questions.
I got
Boil 'em up.
pretzels.
Viv, that was a really good, creepy email section. This week is a
I'm ready for the
Patreon
wheel.
week, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
boy,
are
there's
we
a
going to do
Patreon.
recommendations?
Oh shit. Okay.
I guess we're
hold
not
on.
recommending any.
You know what this
Yes.
means,
Okay.
guys?
Yeah. I forgot. Again, I forgot. AJ,
Oh
do
my
recommend
God.
pieces
Every week.
Every week.
Sure, I'll recommend it. Why not?
All right. Thank you, Rebecca,
Yep, definitely.
Aaron,
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Spiff.
Hmm.
No. Okay.
I think the last scene when the mom falls out and her dress happens to open up. I mean that kind of defines the movie. So if that's okay with you, then you'll like this movie.
I'm surprised we're getting this from Spiff.
Spiv
I
likes
know.
his mom's buttoned up. Got it.
I just it was a little too much exploitation.
Out of all the stuff we've seen,
I know.
No, pieces was great. How dare you? Okay. We got the Patreon wheel. And like I said, if you signed up at Make Transient for that perk, I will be reaching out for your suggestions to go on the Patreon wheel because it's getting to be a little slim, guys. But we
Really?
have. Well, I mean, you can see we only have 5 now. So we got Dead Beat at Dawn, which is Matthew Pfeiffer's. which I'm really excited for. We have Sorority Babes and the Slime Bowl Superama, and that's Eric Reeves.
Classic.
We got Branded from Nick T. We got Humanoids from the Deep from Taylor Ann, and we got No Escape from Nick.
Yes.
These all look solid.
Good ones.
This is good. I think we got some good
here
options here.
We go.
Oh my gosh, that delay.
I know it was loud.
This is going to be an interesting one. We got Branded, which is a newer movie, and
Is
I
that
remember
like a
when this
cyborg
came
on
out.
the cover?
Oh, I thought you
this a
said
Russian movie?
Brandon. I was like, who?
Branded.
It's our
The
president.
Brendan Fraser
Now,
documentary.
Was it Eric who recommended? I think it was Eric, wasn't it? Who recommended?
That's a
Branded?
new
No,
one,
it was
by
Nick
the way,
T.
wasn't
Nick
it?
T. recommended, and he said that we are supposed to watch the entire trailer because it's very
Okay.
weird. But I don't have the entire trailer because I can't really play it on here. So
Oh.
we were gonna lie to Nick and say we did watch the entire trailer. Don't tell him, okay? Nobody tell him, all right?
No one tell him.
So here we go.
How far are you willing to go? To change the world.
That looks
I like the
crazy.
QR code at the end.
Yeah, it's interesting.
There's a lot of
It
bass.
is from
What?
2012, Branded.
That's why there's a QR code.
There was that weird monster thing in
Yeah,
the
what was
city.
the big beast thing?
I'm
The
ready.
don't know.
numbers?
Oh, I thought it was the Cloverfield monster, wasn't it?
It's
Ooh,
intriguing.
Lily Sobieski.
Where do we
Oh, yeah?
watch this thing though? Because it's not on Amazon.
Max von Sydow is in it.
Is he doing the
Branded.
voiceover? at
Was
that?
he was talking, I
2012.
think.
Yeah.
Well, we might have a problem here, guys, because I can't even find where to watch it.
Branded. There's
Is it
Max
on
himself.
Voodoo? No, it's not even on Voodoo.
Is it,
Uh-oh.
is it on Tubi?
It's got Jeffrey Tambor in it.
Wait, doesn't it say it's on Branded Prime Video?
Branded is not available for streaming. Let us know
New
if I.
location.
Shit.
We might have to spin again and
We
figure
might,
this
have
out.
to, we might have to
Oh.
order this on
Can I just buy it
DVD,
somewhere?
$14.99.
DVD. All right, Chris. Spend $14.99.
You're not spending $14.99. I don't have $14.99 to spend.
Yeah, it's not available for streaming.
Not
It says
available
right
on
here.
Amazon, yeah.
Google
Not
has
on- it's
responded.
not on Tubi. It used to be, but it's no longer. I wonder why it got pulled
Oh,
for some
something
reason
pulled
from
it?
everywhere. All right, I'm sorry, Nick T. Was it Nick T? We'll have to spin again and
Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll
track
have to
down
look for
Branded,
that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and then we will do Branded when we can get it, and not as a Patreon selection. I apologize. You know,
Oof.
I searched
9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I searched for Branded on Tubi and got Blood Fist 7 Manhunt.
now that sounds great. All right, we'll spin again. Here we go.
We'll land on Branded again.
Probably. It's rigged. The wheel is rigged. I knew it.
Hide that choice. Hide that
I knew it.
choice.
Just
All right, we
uncheck
got
it.
Branded again. Sorry about that.
There
We're
we
gonna have
go.
to
On
spin
iTunes?
again. We're
Oh
spinning
my
again.
god. What a night.
How'd we get Branded again?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes.
Deadbeat it down.
Oh shit, yeah! I'm super excited. Dead beat at dawn after the third time's the charm, as they say.
right.
So let's go check out that shit.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Is
It
this
looks
a trailer? What
There's so
happened?
much crunching.
People don't know how to drive?
Very crunchy.
Is that what's going on?
Dead beat at dawn. When a gang leader retires, the leader of a rival gang arranges the murder of his girlfriend and merges the two formerly opposing gangs. The former gang leader wreaks havoc on the newly unified group as he seeks revenge.
All right.
Whoa.
Okay, that's a
lot
lot.
going on.
Dead
That's a
beat
lot.
at dawn from 1988. It is available on Tubi. That's what we're watching next week until we can figure out the Branded situation.
Okay.
2 hours and
All right.
20 minutes.
What?
Are you flipping kidding me?
Nope.
No, it's a long movie.
God
Holy
damn it,
crap.
Matthew.
6 out of 10. It's
All right, I'm
be a
going to
good
start
one.
it tonight.
Holy
first
shit.
half
2.5 hours?
It's epic.
Oh,
It has a man named Mark Pittman in the movie, and his picture on IMDb is not appropriate for the podcast.
Chris, for the future, we should have a time limit on how long the movies can be for patron selection.
Oh my God, Mark Pittman! I see more than just pits. I see tits. Mark Tippmann.
Whoa.
What?
He's like, I'm going to
Well,
post
now
this
I gotta
picture
go
where
look.
a woman is laying on top of me naked.
I got the
That's
wrong
my
one. I got
IMDb
some
picture.
old guy standing in front of a lake.
Yeah, I bet you do. Fucking creeper.
Oh,
How do I find this guy?
Mark Pittman has one son named Henry.
Henry Pittman.
Henry Pittman.
It might be me.
It'd be great if his name was Harry.
Harry Pittman. All right.
What is this
so
movie
that's
we're
what
watching called again?
we're doing. Deadbeat at Dawn.
That's
It's
right.
going to be amazing. Okay, it's from 1988. It's on Tubi. It's 2.5 hours long, so dedicate the next week and a half to watching that. Guys, that's it for this week's episode. I apologize for any hiccups in technology that we had. I'm surprised. Apologize for not being able to find Brandon. But you know, this is what happens when you run a live show. You never know what's going to happen. But I think we made it through it, and I think it was entertaining, and it was fun. So that's all that matters. Okay.
IMDb says an hour 20.
Oh.
Well, maybe Tubi just has
It's
it wrong.
one of
then.
those.
Yeah.
It's with the
Well,
ads.
it's with
With
the
the ads,
ads,
they have
yeah,
extra hours.
With the ads, there's at least an hour and a half of ads.
Yeah.
I did see it on YouTube, and it said it was like an hour and 20. So maybe
Okay.
Tubi just has it wrong. That'd be cool.
Tubi's wrong.
So
Yeah, you
there's
can't
a
complain
light
about
in
too
this
many
town.
ads on Tubi. It's really not that bad.
Nah, it's not bad. It's not that
And
bad.
I hate
It's not
ads.
that bad. Not that bad.
Yeah.
And you know what else is not that bad, Aaron? MakeTransient.com.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Nice transition.
Go there.
Great transition.
I was gonna be
Contribute. We got a
plug-in.
few. I got a few during this movie.
118 backers.
We're now at 118 backers. $11,230.
Nice.
We need to get there though. We need your
We're gonna make
support.
it.
If you enjoyed this show ever over the last 5 years, over the last 260 some episodes,
Yeah.
over any of the 400 videos on the YouTube channel, if you've enjoyed any of that content, and you want a way to support the show and say, hey, you know what? I liked what you guys did. Go and check it out. We would really appreciate it at MakeTransient.com. So that's my plea for that. And that's all I'm going to do this week. And we'll be back next week, guys, to talk about Deadbeat at Dawn. But before you go, I want to say have a happy Thanksgiving.
Turkey lurkey doo.
Gobble. Gobble.
Very nice, guys. All right, that's it. We'll catch you here next time. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.